Shut up, Bled. Roll up. No, it says 7. And that's because we have it, vertical. And the vertical streams on mobile get recommended. So these are just like 20-second viewers that have never seen me before, which is all right. Better than nothing. I don't know, playa. Well, for them, you got to remember they're just, they're just moving their thumb up and down. A lot of them probably have anxiety. They don't want to speak. They don't want to type. There's a lot of people like that out in the world. I mean, you're acting like you would speak, but you haven't rolled up. Day 50. Day 50. No lead in the face. Yo, still dark here, playa. Still dark. Think we'll see any deer today? I kind of, taking little naps. Yesterday we walked right past one. He was taking a little poopy. It was wild. Oh, there's one. Hello, madam. How are you? Have the light on. We are here to give you a hug. Ah. No hugs. Anti-hugger. Visa? What the hell? You can just drive right in. An American passport lets you drive right in. Especially if you live really close. And by the way, you spell Stephen Mary's wrong every single time. On purpose, I bet. That's not even funny. It's Stephen Mary's. Put some gosh darn credibility on her name. Yes, you do. I agree that you're a hillbilly hobo from Croatia that doesn't know the names of the restaurants in your city, but boy, you gotta get some credibility. Playa, there's no evidence for that. By the way, you're white, Playa. You would be white furred. King Kong had black fur. Wow. I guess me showing like 4,000 hours of footage. It's me hiding. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy work. that statistic I brought up to you. So if you still want to be King Kong, you do you, playa. It's so windy up here. Really? How did Genghis Khan and all his descendants take over Europe? Are we sure about that? Are we sure that Europe isn't afraid? They got beat up by M's, playa. Playa day 50. We're on the bridge. You're still not here. On the bridge, still not here. That's what we're dealing with. Playa. I agree they weren't in Croatia because Croatia's kind of new. I think it became a country in 1991. So I agree with you, they weren't in Croatia. But they were all up in your hood, all up on that land 800 years ago. They had mighty amounts of land that used to be yours. And they kept it for 130 years, way longer than your country has been a country. That's like 4 times as long. That's true, but who do you think gave you the G's and the G powder? Playa, it was them. You got to get over it. You're part, M. You're part of Genghis Khan's empire. Actually, he had the biggest Asian empire ever, I think, if you look it up. Definitely the most vast. From coast to coast. Him and his descendants. No, it hasn't. It's been since 1991. It was named something before that. It starts with a Y. I always say, well, remember I use that one word name. Yogapama or whatever. It starts with a Y. Y-A. Wangagi. Wakababola. Something silly. Something silly. Actually, I don't want to drop the facts on you, but remember that Jeffrey Dahmer guy? He was pretty white, and he did what? He was a cannibal. The Milwaukee Cannibal. So if we're being honest with factual evidence, I would say the cases of cannibalism very much correlate with white people. And a majority. We'd have to get the facts right here. Statistics, the facts, the data, the graph charts. What? No, that's not even true, playa. That is a lie. You are lying to me. No, that is incorrect, playa. That is 100% incorrect. No, Croatia is only like a 1991 country. And before that, I don't even think Croatia was ever thought of. I think that's a new name concept. It's obviously New English. So it's just not possible. I think it kind of got lost in the sauce, playa. I think at that time, wasn't the Republic of Yugoslavia? So I think you might be confused. No, I agree. The lands that were there before whatever this new name is. Yugoslavia. Yo-Slavia. But you were definitely destroyed, invaded, conquered for 130 years. And then, after that 130 years, you might have, you're getting a little rowdy. I mean, it was just only 4 generations, 5 actually, 5, because 25 years is a generation. So 5 generations of being controlled by Genghis Khan and his descendants. No. You can look it up. So you are trying to lie to me, Euro. I know all about your little tricks. If you go back, you'll see that's incorrect. What? Well, by the way, they never used the term native, so you were also incorrect on that statement. It was never native. It was Turtle Island. They used the term Turtle Island, and they use it in Ho-Chunk. And if you want to hear what the Ho-Chunk is, it's Sumasakatoba. So, white boy is wrong, because he's always wrong. You're off today, player. Today's a nice Monday. It actually smells really delicious here. I can smell Burger King. 2 p.m. Dang, playa. That playa led, just like you don't know about your own country, you definitely don't know about my people. I can't sleep right now. I'm H as F. I don't remember losing land, though. I remember General Custard went down, 20,000 soldiers went down. That was a decisive victory. They quit attacking us. And then about in 1908, they went to the courts and they started donating large amounts of money that equips to probably tens of billions of dollars for the construction of casinos. But, you're from Yokoyama, Yugoslavia, whatever. I woke up. You just got conquered. Nulla period, I guess. Nah, Crazy Horse. Nah, that was a G. He was up in the hills. And he wouldn't even get arrested. You try to say he got hung. He didn't get hung. He didn't get hanged. But he was actually murdered by the American forces. Supposedly supposed to be military police, but how they killed him, he wouldn't be, surrender. He wouldn't get arrested. Well, they tried to arrest him. And they shoved bayonets into him. He didn't have no weapons on him. He just didn't want to get arrested. They shoved bayonets in him. No honor. No honor. Stabbing a disarmed man. Just because he was more intelligent than the American generals. He was able to take down General Custard and his 20,000 soldiers. But that was back when we were starting to find firearms. So, the tables were turning, as they say. Oh, there is a way to invite people, yeah. But I think you have to do that before you go live play. Everyone cares, play it. Don't get lost in the sauce. Everyone cares, play a lead. Should respect the law, I agree. I've barely been up 16 hours. Oh, weird. I might start a stream play. Okay, play. I'll give it a likes. I'll look over there. Give it a like. We're next to the skate park. Basketball. Aw, shucks, play. You got that Spectrum internet? That sounds like some Spectrum. Those guys are sons of guns. You know, they're the biggest, they get the most money, but their upload and download speeds are kind of shoddy. And now there's like fiber optic internet around here that if you switch, the first 3 years is like 1/4 their price. It's like $30 compared to $120. And it's like 10 times faster too. It's wild. I don't know. They're probably gonna increase that price though, heavy. After the 3 years though, I bet it's gonna go up to like 150. Led, we already looked it up. You were part of the Mongolian Empire. It's just a fact, Led. Genghis Khan and his descendants had control over Europe for like 130 years. No, that's Led is a liar. Led doesn't know. He's not here checking my internet speeds. Oh, you're on Wi-Fi. Nice play. King Kong type stuff. You're not supposed to swear. You hide your stuff, playa. How dare you? Yeah, my stuff is fast. It's way faster than Led's. Even though Led supposedly got an upgrade, he said. I mean, we can't believe him. I've talked to him, though. I've heard his dirty voice. We got a Euro in the chat. Full-blown Euro. You know, Zero Infinity? Imagine his voice, but a little bit more Euro. Like, this is in the east side of Europe. This is like intense Europe voice. By the way, Led calls me an old man, but this guy is old. Like, we're saying 50s, 60s. So, yeah, Zero and this guy are friends. Baby rabbits are everywhere. That's like the 5th or 6th one we've come across. I didn't bring it up, but I keep on passing them, so. That's not even that fast. I get like 8. 8 up and 8 down. Led, you look like you survived a major Haiti revolution. So, I mean, let's be honest here. No, what? My internet's faster than that, and I don't pay $320. I pay $30. You got robbed, playa. I'm paying $30 for 8 gigs up and 8 gigs down, but it's a promotional deal. No, that's a lie. They're lying. Bull, calling bull. Calling bull, Led. Oh, I live right next to AT&T. But I'm pretty sure they still give them out 3 gigs around here, far away. But I do get the best because I'm right next to the building. His connection has to be stable because, you know, he lives in the basement. His brick basement. Oh, because of the promotional deal. They just came into town with the fiber optic internet, so it's a promotional deal for 3 years. Play it. You weren't listening. I just said after the 3 years at $30 an hour or $30 a month, it'll probably switch to 150 or higher. Most likely not much higher than that because they have to be competitive with Spectrum. Spectrum 900, or no. What is it now? Used to be 5, but I think it's 6 now. 600 megabytes up and 13 megabytes down is 120. Yeah. Play it. I hear it. Because my brother lives around there. He doesn't have the fastest internet. I think he's got Spectrum though. Maybe Spectrum's weaker though. There. Yeah. Play my streams, they never die. Actually, one did just die, but it was for like 131 days. But we got streams that are year old. Well, thank you, Phantom Wreath. You're a good guy. Yeah, Led is so proud of his 4K. So proud. No, I never try to copy that. Why would I do that when I can get 8K on the VR headset? Yeah, we're streaming right off of the phone right now. Using the 5 UW ultra wideband data. I got it for a deal. I was supposed to pay 55 and then plus tax would be 58. But because I know all the hacks and I'm a smart person, I used the coupons and it went down to $40. So I paid for a better plan and I got a free phone. I got a free $300 phone. And I paid less than my normal plan. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that again. Next month, I'm going to buy a free $100 phone, get the ultra wideband better plan. I'm going to put the coupons back on. Free phone, $15 off phone plan. You know, when you're this big brain, the money just comes in easy. I just plop on those coupons, those promotional deals I find through my research, and bam. Free phones, $15 off phone plans. I'm doing better than if I would have done the shittiest plan. Yeah, well, there might be a way, but you have to go into browser mode. I'd have to tinker around with the mobile. Uh-oh. Lead is crazy. Yeah. But like I said, I haven't tried it, but I'm guessing you can do that because you can do other things that other people are saying you couldn't on browser mode. Led, your tablet's about 15 years old. Don't even play. I know you're trying to look at the stream, but with that big old brick you got in front of you, I bet she's playing about lag plus 50 minutes. Okay, player. You have to tell me. See if you get anything good. Oh, see, I knew it. See, it was you this whole time. Mama couldn't afford it this time, could she? She's like, why don't you got a job yet, boy? You're 50 years old. I'm sick of paying your rent and sick of buying you new tablets. Then she threw a big old slob of meat at your face. Said, eat up, boy. My old tablet was 4K with 8 cores. Playa. And you're the bum. But, Playa, that sounds rookie as F. It was so snappy. No way. No, I disagree with this. Oh, damn, there's cops. They're probably looking for lead. Can you imagine that? Lead. This place is literally called Clearwater. So your water's a lot more murky than mine. But then, we got to remember where you live. It's literally next to one of the largest, deepest salt mines in the world. Can you imagine the salty pollution? Your water is basically mutagen from the Ninja Turtles. It probably mutates you the second you get in there. My water, I could drink this water. It's literally called Clearwater. What did this guy say? We're thinking about maybe next week. We need more money at that, Cry Fest. Yeah, I think we only did that, about 7 times back in 1908. I mean, we weren't doing last year like your dad, and he didn't even roll up with some money. He kind of stayed in the building, got transferred by the squad cars. Really? That's never happened here. Actually, the Ho-Chunk tribes actually came to this river all the time. And, supposedly there's a very powerful, spiritual spell around this area. They say tornadoes never get through here, not in thousands of years. I agree with it. I've never seen any destruction. Outside of the area I have, but never in this area. For 3,000 years. And I'm not even kidding. Somebody told me that. Ho-Chunk. One of the elders. Well, I've never had to do it, like I said, because I wasn't born in 1908, but I'm ready for it. I have been trained professionally by the elders for this. And if, they let me in, tag me in, put me on, coach, I will do my best. You do the same. You're over here moving 5,000 miles for $1 extra an hour. Acting like you wouldn't do the same. Scumbag. Yeah, I know that. But it's clear. That's the whole thing. Way more clear than yours. All I have to get is a life straw. I wouldn't want to do a life straw in some kind of thick pollution like you've got, mutagen. It looks like freaking purplish green ooze. Well, I mean, if you want to. I mean, you already moved 5,000 miles. I mean, we both know you don't have a good chance. We had a really good chance, such a good chance that we won. So, oh my goodness. A free thermos. What the hell is that? Is that a McRib? Guys, look, it's a McRib. Or something. Gave it to the ants. And a thermos. My goodness. Oh, I agree, because they just go there to get arrested and wear purple and white and orange. Well, yeah, there's a big difference between me and you. My people went there. We left with $100,000 for the rest of our ancestral lineage. Yours goes in there. He cries because he's drunk at the time. And he doesn't leave. He gets to go in the squad car with handcuffs, wearing a new suit. Let's see. Play, that was a McRib. I want to eat that thing. Even though the ants, I couldn't. I had to leave it, actually. I was going to take a bite. But then I seen that the ants were enjoying it. Well, that poor bird. It just flew right into the barbed wire. Barbed wire. Well, I know. I mean, the clowns are going to do what they want to do. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, if we do the logic here, mine went into court, got $100,000 for the rest of his family's lives. Yours went into court. He left with an orange suit. So, playa, you don't got any goods. I got all the goods. No, I agree. I couldn't. Especially with all these, euros on my land. I mean, it just didn't make sense. I thought I better get $100,000 for rent at least. And look what happened. I mean, we won. Big 18, look it up, playa. They fund the casinos. The casinos fund our big 18s. You got to go through high school. At least my tribe, you have to go through high school and actually graduate. If you don't graduate, you have to go get a GED to get your 100,000 and your party. It was a pretty good party. But, yeah. But no, like I was going to say, some other tribes actually you don't have to do that, though. It's just the big 18. You just got to be 18 to get it. But my tribe put on some rules. And if whoever doesn't get it, they can actually send it to the mother. If she is in financial troubles, she could get it. Playa, did you see how hairy these legs are? I think I could have a job if I wanted to. I think I could have 2 jobs. Okay, I'm going to say it. I have 3 jobs. You don't think so? Playa, I don't want to show the toes, but the toes are the hairiest part. Oh, yeah. How are you saying this? Boy, you got blonde hair and barely any hair. Oh, I did. I did. I made you look at them. I made you. I told you it'd happen. If I showed up at Stephen Mary's, I told you it'd happen. So expect it to happen again. You're not even hairy, boy. I've never seen the lack of hair. You don't even got hair on your feet, boy. We both know you got bad blood flow. That's the reason why you actually, I think you smoke. If we're being factual here, I think you smoke because only a smoker gasps for air while walking. You have a 25-year-old Steam account, but you're 18 now. Play. And also, when I first met you 7 years ago, you already said you were 24, so you're at least 31. Because I'm believing your first age before I listen to these new ones. Oh, player, you were gassed. Let's be honest, you were gassed like a son of a gun. You were huffing and puffing, and you couldn't blow anything down. You just kind of fell over in a big old pile of dog. And I have noticed all those videos of you gasping. He took them all down, put them private. Huh. What? Why would I do that? I'm live streaming playa. You don't even live stream playa. You do a lot of editing and all that crap, so I can even watch your video. See, we're doing two different things. You're doing it fake. You're trying to take out audio, trying to remove your face. This is a live stream playa. This is live. Live in the house. Oh, I know. Don't worry, play. I'm watching them. I'm recording it. Then I giggle to myself whenever I hear a gasp. But I'm proud of you, playa. I'm glad you're getting some exercise. You know, stop smoking and you'd actually, sound healthy, but, some things can't be helped. You're just too addicted to your problem. No, that's incorrect. I'm sorry, playa. We're dealing with reality here. Reality is you're smoking, out of shape, skinny, Croatian, Mongolian, factually, for 130 years. You got to get over it. Genghis Khan and his descendants were in Yugoslavia, whatever you want to call it, for 130 years. You really think in 130 years they didn't mix with you guys? Sad. Sad, sad, sad. See that crow? I love crows. They're smart. I just said I loved it because I wanted to follow me. I hear they can understand, actually. They're as smart as a 7-year-old. Actually, let's be honest here. It's probably 2 miles an hour. 2.5 miles an hour. Playa, you're trying to say there's no reason for me to breathe hard. I agree. But as you're so out of shape, and I've heard it myself, I've heard you gasping for oxygen on a walk. So it is possible. It is possible for you to be gassed just walking. BRB. playa. I just want to be honest here. So that's why the words I say, they matter. Because I say facts. The facts are, I heard you gassed walking. It's probably most likely because of the smoking, or just because your parents smoke. Maybe your lungs are being damaged from secondhand smoke. You know, if you had good parents, you'd be able to walk like me. You won't hear the gasping. But that's just not the case. You were dealt some bad parents. We're on the stroll clutch. That guy's got all the tissues. Where the hell is Theo? I wonder if the Haitians grabbed her. You gotta make a buck somehow. I hear ya. What happened to Bart? That puzzle factory. Hope they're not abusing him. He's a good person, I think, deep down, but you know, he just can't stop himself. He just likes to lie. It's his addiction. He's got a relationship with serotonin at this point. Just can't help himself. He sees a human, he's like, I gotta lie to it. Lie, 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 lie. Oh dang, all the deer are gone. Oof. Oof. Playa, don't get on the toilet and come in my chat and say oof. Nobody wants to hear that. What's up, David? We're almost done, players. Almost done. About time. Outside, really? What did Mom buy? This is where we're at. What the hell is that? I'll try to make it an hour. So we'll just keep on looping around until we hit an hour. No way, playa. This is not the end of the street. We lapped around. We did a full loop. Probably a 3-mile loop. Maybe 3.5, actually. But she was a decent loop. That's what matters. About time for what? That's what I'm asking. Led just likes to spout things out sometimes. He's got ADHD. He forgets what he's talking about. You know, Actually, there's a lot of those kids in school, you know. They just talk, and I don't know where they see something, they kind of, you know, zone out. You got to smack them on the leg just so they can remember what they were talking about. Really? Holy. Play. By the way, I don't agree with that at all. To be honest, I think your pace is kind of slow. So I'm guessing you probably do about 2.5 miles per hour until you start jogging and running, which I can jog up this hill. Want me to do it? I just imagined I was led. I just said up the hill. Play led. You're totally insane. You don't listen. And for that reason, you're a hillbilly. Hillbilly. What don't you like that I wear? Huh? Huh? Is it the ankle socks? Actually, those are calf socks, my bad. I am not tired. I just woke up, actually. Which one do I live in? Which one do I live in, lad? Which one? Huh? Huh? You don't know nothing. Playa, I don't want to, make you feel bad because there's some factual evidence of you being gassed just walking. But if we're just dealing with the facts and not trying to hurt your feelings, it's just a fact. I could beat you at a marathon. I could beat you at running. I could beat you at jogging. Anytime you want to do it, remember, I'm open. We can live stream doing marathons. Nah, plan. And I agree, you probably do smoke 10 packs a day. You already sound like you do. Well, we kind of already got over the smoking part. You obviously smoke. Somebody in your house smokes because they've damaged your lungs, or you yourself have damaged your lungs. It would be much sadder if it was your parents that damaged your lungs. I just jogged. Playa. I just jogged. Oh, wow, Playa. Well, I believe it. I believe you. Like I said, Playa, I've said all this before. So I'll say it again. I agree. You probably just stay inside. That was probably your first time. I'm glad. I'm proud. I got led to do some exercise. I can rest my head on that. I got led to start running a little bit. He went outside. Fitness. I don't know about that. You might be skinny because all you eat is onions and tomato soup, but I don't know about the fit part. Now you definitely need to run. I'm glad, play. What is this? Bro, it's okay. Playa? That's because you're not looking for some reason. I've ran miles, actually, on this channel. So. But we will again. It's a little too hot right now because it's technically almost 100 degrees, but, you know, we did jog. We jogged right up the hill. And notice I was not gassed. I was not gasping for air. I was not trying to blow down some houses for the pigs. That was you. That was you walking. And I've got it recorded. I will replay it to myself whenever I need a good laugh. Yes, you are. They're cutting down the trees. What are they planting over here? That's a nice little house, actually. I wonder how much to sell it for. Probably not for sale, but that would be a nice little house. Out on the hill. Say it to my face. Well, I'd say the same for you, Playa, but we already know you were gassed to high heaven, so, you know, I think we already hit your max. Now, but you're setting records, so, you know, I'm proud of you, Playa. I'm proud of you for, you know, even though you were gassed, you still gave it, you know, some more pedal. We're trying to record those squirrels. Playa, you have no video proof of me gasping like how you did. That's just proof, though. That's just, you know, facts. I will never get. Maybe I will when I start running real hard. You know, lead is asking for it. So, I mean, I got to give it to the people. I got to give it to the lead. I'll have to eventually run. But I don't think I'll ever gasp like that. That was some, you know, some black lung activity. That was for sure. How big a boy are you? Oh, I'm a pretty big boy. Job. Oh, I agree. Yeah. I wouldn't hear a single thing because you ain't going for that job, are you? Oh, those are both fake play. We both know you ain't going for a job and going for a jog. You went for a jog and it was embarrassing. But I'm glad you did it. Proud of you for it. You know, you didn't have to do that, but you did it. You inspired me a little. And you know what? You might get what you want because you inspired me a little bit. You're running and jogging. What? What? Roy D. Mercer. Said it just like play. I don't know who that is. At least I don't remember it right now. You'll have to drop the linky, or maybe I'll look it up. I do it more off cam. Yeah, I bet. Sure. Yeah, I don't want to gloat, but we're going to do a full marathon walk very soon here on the Abraham Trail that we were on when you walked 12 miles. We're going to do a full 26. That's a full, holy moly. Poor thing's on the ground. Looks nice, though. Yeah. Oh, she is. She's out of air. No, I agree. He's got some girly legs. Well, you know, people think I'm joking. This guy weighs like 110 pounds. So, I mean, yeah, his legs are going to look long as hell because he's got no meat on him. The boy is anorexic, which is all right. I mean, if that's what he wants to do. I mean, Europeans are usually really skinny. So, what? It was more that you weigh like 110 pounds, if we're being honest here. We got to get back to reality, lad. Since you actually weigh like 110 pounds, I mean, I can't help but kind of make fun of you. I've seen this boy. He sent me pictures. This boy is skinny. There's nothing around it. He is borderline anorexic. I wasn't yelling yet. But I agree. If I yell it in the skies, my elders have told me I could make it happen. Well, he's got a 25-year-old Steam account. So, you know, let's use some facts here, players. Let's not go all stupid like you guys like to go. He's got a 25-year Steam account, which means he probably got it when he was 8. So he's most likely 32. Well, everybody cares what people think. You don't have control over your brain chemistry. The pituitary gland is actually part of the brain. It's underneath. It's on the underneath belly of it. If you could control chemically what you thought, or even anything to do with the brain, you could also control how tall you got. Obviously, you can't do that. So it's a facade. It's something fake when people say you have free will. You don't have free will. You do as the brain tells you. Oh, so, okay, well, so all the images, because I'm talking about all the images. So you are just a fat guy in a basement. Play, what are you trying to prove here? Are you trying to prove that you're a fat guy or a skinny guy? What are you trying to say here? I'm pretty sure it's the skinny guy thing. Because you actually, I know it's the skinny guy thing because you showed me that picture of your hand in front of the Discord thing. I don't think you really all that artistic, so pretty sure that one, the real you. No, you're trying to prove something. Are we back? Are we back? Well, why should you care? Because you have to. You have no control over it. You don't chemically control anything. So that was obviously simple to answer. And what was your next thing? Oh, what's... And about my opinion, I don't have an opinion. I have thoughts. Playa, you got to get over it. You're kind of a parrot. You parrot words that you've heard, but you never looked up the definitions. Oh, that skinny guy that he showed? That guy would die so quick. I mean, I don't want him to die or anything, but he would pass away. So he has no stem cells, because that's what fat is, a majority of stem cells. So if he got like cut or anything, there's a good chance he would go septic. He would get gangrene and he would pass away. I would never want to be that skinny. You got to have a little bit of fat. There's a reason why Arnold Schwarzenegger had like 5 heart surgeries by the time he was 47. Muscle is not healthy. It's good to have a healthy heart, but that's about it. If you keep on swelling up your arms, you're going to be low, because muscle is 70% water also. So you can develop ammonia. You can develop heart problems from water pressure issues. I mean, it would be very unhealthy to try to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I would beat you up, playa. Humble you over those legs. Okay, we're going to have a leg wrestling contest. Stephen Mary's next month. And if I was you, I'd keep the BB gun at home. Because I'm just going to be honest. You ain't going to like me if you try to pull up the BB gun. You know what, Theo? Even you, if you roll up, I'm going to kick your butt. It's just honest. I'll have to beat you up. Put you in a leg lock. Humble you greatly. So now Led is wearing yoga pants. He's wearing those stretchy yoga pant jeans. What a guy. He got abused by his parents. Let's just be honest. This guy is getting taught bad habits. He does like them. It's weird. He does like... I almost said dykes. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to say that. But he likes women with big muscles. Actually, there's a few guys I'm learning. But I don't know if that means they're bi, which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, be bi if you want. But I think that means they're bi. I've never seen it like in person. I've never heard of such thing. But if you go on the internet, a lot of guys are into muscles for some reason, especially girls with muscles. Nowhere doesn't exist, by the way. You're always going somewhere. And if it was nowhere, then you get to name it. So you get to, you get to name the destination at which you're at. If it was nowhere. But since everything has a name, you don't get to do that. You got to go find your own nowhere. You got to make it your own. All I know is I could beat up Led and Theo at the same time. I mean, I just want to put that out there. No, I didn't. I don't ignore people. No way. Oh, I almost had a hiccup there. I did call you a liar. You're definitely a liar. But I didn't ignore you. Crazy. See, players, how I stay straight edge. You guys will never understand this. Because you don't have the same ability. Because you're already smoke, drinking, and drugs. So you don't have nothing to really know the same mindset as mine. But the reason why I'm able to do that is because I'm honest. I deal with facts. I do the research. I'm not lazy. And you guys, you've been influenced by smoking and drinking and doing drugs. So you've become so lazy that you do no research and you just start lying, hitting me with lies. But to get a good spike of serotonin, I do some research. I notice that you guys lied to me. And I hit you with the hammer of truth. And it makes me feel so good. Every single time. I find Tooth deserves to be mad and jealous. And I ain't quitting none of it for you, Tooth. You son of a bitch. I do not respect liars. It is against my ethics. What? I did too. Theo, you don't even walk even close as much as me. You might have moved to some island, but let's be honest, in that island, your leaving area is about a mile. So you can, do the chorus thing. You can move your happy ass anywhere you want. But let's be honest, you're not discovering anything. You're staying in one area, just like Led. Led's fat ass, he moved 5,000 miles. But you know what? He was on a plane that whole 5,000 miles. His happy ass didn't discover anything. See, me being just here, I've walked more than Theo and Led combined in their whole lives. What? Nobody's my enemy. I just, if somebody starts lying, I correct them. Pretty simple. I know maybe, having drug addict parents, smoking, drugs, you're not used to being corrected. You're not used to somebody, laying down the truth on you. But to be honest, I don't hate people. I don't have enemies. If they can handle being corrected, then they were obviously meant to be my friend. But if they can't handle it, if they can't handle a little bit of truth, a little bit of reality, a little bit of straight edge society, then obviously they weren't meant to be. Your mother was a lying drug addict. And let's be honest about it. Let's drop some of the info on it. Well, I got to go to Stephen Mary's first, to be honest. And then we're going to, where was it? The Pirates of the Caribbean? I would say Caribbean. Why did I say Caribbean? Caribbean? Pirates of the Caribbean. Playa. I gotta see some Evidente. Well, good thing that thing is fake. That's New English, Playa. His name before that was Gouda. Then before that, it was basic. I mean, all that's Jewish propaganda, by the way. I mean, and that's all right. I mean, Jews are awesome, but you know, that's all a bunch of Hebrew Aramaic lies. Same thing. And now it's got so many side variants. I mean, you'd basically be crazy to actually believe it's real. You'd have to be born into it, born into the brainwashing, born into the beatings, as they say, to actually believe it. Playa, lad, you forget, I literally sound like the people there. You might be white, but you don't sound like a Canadian. So, I mean, they might actually kick you out of town. They think I would be the person from the town. They'd be like, whoa, that guy sounds like us. Whoa, that guy sounds like he's from Europe. Kick him out, kick him out. Get him out of here. He sounds like a Euro. What? Oh, so now you own the town, huh? You're the sheriff. Ah. Well, roll up any day you want, punk. Roll up. I'll be waiting. Number 2. Roll up. No, I'm invited to my own chat. You guys can't kick me out. That's the one place I can't get kicked. I can't get banned. I'm the most banned man on YouTube. And I can't get banned at my own place. That's for sure. No, I own this chat now. I'm Dirty Dan. You're not Dirty Dan. These black squirrels are everywhere. See, I told you this inbreeding stuff. Those, you know, and this might sound a little bit racist, but it's actually just the truth. But those black humans, once they got a white human, dang, it was the end of the game. And my proof is just all these freaking black and white squirrels. They get one mutation and then all their furs change. What is this guy talking about? I'm talking about inbreeding squirrels and he's over here crying. I'd downplay how badass I am. I'm a much more intense in person. I'd smack you, silly boy. But I like a man who challenges me. Let's see if you come play. You don't. If you come play, if you don't, I might call you a coward. Not gonna lie. Day 50, let's not forget, day 50, lead hasn't rolled up on the bridge. I walk past it every day. Okay, but let's continue. Nope, we can ignore you and talk among ourselves. How rude. I bet 100K that you won't. I'm buying a meatball sub at Stephen Mary's. It's just a fact at this point. Don't you dare, Theo. Don't you dare. Well, I guess. You gotta act like the king doesn't exist so you can go on with life. I hear you. I mean, if I'm that dominant and that powerful, they just gotta ignore me. Gotta act like the god doesn't exist. Then, you know, you do you. But I am still Zeus. I still exist on top of Mount Olympus. Even when you got this new Abraham god, you think I still don't exist? Good for you, boy. What the hell? Sculptures everywhere. What is this? fish? Some kind of sculpture. Oh, a fake bunny. Thought that thing was real. He's got another big old sculpture. He's got a camera there too. Probably like, who's this guy? He's recording me, recording him. Nah, play a day 50. You still haven't showed up. I'm going to be at Stephen Mary's. That is on Jim Cornette, which is God. So, my first vid was called Lee's Legs. No, that's not even true. That is crazy. Let's not forget, Mr. Two still doesn't tell anyone that he's in Eau Claire. If I didn't find that out, I bet you won't. And that's on Jim Cornette. And Playa, by the way, that's a Frenchish name, Eau Claire. That means clear water. You know, I did the research that you couldn't do. What the hell are they doing? Remodeling the big old house. Playa. I think you were looking back at yourself in a mirror. Or you could have been looking at your mother. Who's to say? Eau Claire. That's right. What? But I walked 22 miles out of town. Please, see, I know you guys are stupid, and you don't do a lot of research. But if you just did a little bit of research, you would see that I was in a different town on this very channel. I walked 22 miles out of town. I was in a different town. And that is a fact. There's no such thing as doxing. Especially, well, I'll drop some bombs here, figuratively. Well, there's only about 3 states in the United States that actually have state laws against doxing. The other 47 do not. So it doesn't exist in those 47 states. Then there is a thing called federal doxing, but this only applies for informants, military, intelligent officers. Obviously, if that was true, I would never expose that. So you still wouldn't go to jail because you have no proof to prove that I would be one of these things. But since we're applying with those, I've never exposed information, doxed, or done any of those things. And in my final statement, Led is an idiot. And anybody that uses doxing on YouTube is an ignorant clown that has no law degree. I am right on a different... If I wanted to, I could be at Led's house in about 8 hours. Not even 4 hours. I could take the plane. Actually, Led doesn't know this, but I live in a city with an airport, and I'm right next to that airport. If I wanted to, I could get a ticket in an hour. I could be in Godrich by, I'd say, 3 p.m. Easy. I could probably do it by noon. I could be in Godrich by noon. Maybe by 9 a.m. Play a day 50. Your fat ass still hasn't showed up because we both know you're not showing up. I made the bet. I said God would be real if Led shows up, and obviously Led's never showing up, so you know what that means. I cannot be doxxed. Isn't that true? You do not. Yeah, I hope you could be here by today. I could be there on that. Oh, actually, your island, it'd take fucking forever. I hate to be on the plane that long. It'd take about, 12 hours. Playa, actually, the difference is you already have never done it. I still have the time to do it. That is the difference. You said you'd be here 50 days ago. I've walked past that very bridge every single day for 50 days. And still nothing. Play, you can't even get in my face. You're about 4 foot tall. No, 5 hours? Nah, playa. And an island? Is that true? Could be 5 hours, I guess. Playa, I don't think that's correct. I think I'm more northern, playa. Could be 5 hours, actually, though. I'm kind of doubting you, but I'll give you the benefit that you might be correct. I might be. Theo would be a better fight than frickin' Lead. That's for sure. I mean, I'd still kick her ass and put her in the sharpshooter or the death clutch and break her back, humble her greatly. She'd be so humbled, and make her a jabroni right in the spot. But I'm just saying, that'd be a better fight than Lead. Lead, I'm gonna smack him once and he's gonna cry. He'll probably call the cops, and then I have to, show him my credentials, and I'd probably tell him to lock Lead up in jail and send him back to Croatia. Revoke his green card. I'd write even a letter. I'd be like, please revoke this dirty liar's green card. Thank you. Cancun? But your mom would have to come? Yeah, I bet she would. What? Now, well, see, we got two different opinions on what hell would look like. Because, wherever you're at, that's got to be one hot, muggy, nasty area. It's filled with water. I mean, what the hell? You just like looking at water? Is that your addiction? You just like looking at water? You can't really do much on the island. You're just walking around, look at everything. I could walk the whole thing in probably like freaking 4 days. I'd be bored as hell looking at water. Nah, I'm not. Well, I wish you would. But some people are afraid. Some people aren't. Obviously, since I'm the one walking that bridge every single day, and Led's still at home in his basement, I'd say somebody might be scared and somebody ain't. Well, King Kong has we've done the facts. A gorilla weighs about 500 pounds, but has a 1-incher. So King Kong is about 40 feet tall. I'd say he'd probably have like a 8-incher, even though he's 40 feet tall. So I would play. You don't got the stamina, sweetheart. I know you think you could keep up, but I would break you and I'd leave you on the bed. You just don't got the stamina, sweetheart. That's just the facts. No, I would not be motionless, that's for sure. I'd leave you a mess, sweetheart. You'd be destroyed. Big old puddle of mud right on the bed. And then I have to put my suit back on and leave that, leave the area, get back home because it's way too hot there. F that. Who wants to be sweaty 24/7? I'm going back to where the penguins lie. Nah, I'm not going to do shit play. Well, that's disgusting. Don't be doing no sexual acts with poop. I see how much effort you put into hiding your butt. Well, that's incorrect. I mean, I'm the one live streaming thousands of hours. I've been rolling around Godrich. That's true. The whole time you've been hiding. Well, I thought somebody else said he was going to be here 50 days ago. He never rolled up. And then I did say I was going to go to Stephen Mary's, but I said next month if you do any research. So the facts are you kind of messed up. You said you were going to be here first, so now I get to talk some crap first. I'd do if you're behind me, playa. I hear you, playa. And I would do all the things. I would destroy you, leave you a mess. Or mascara everywhere. Well, we got to clean up. It sounds like if it's been 18 years, I'll bring a vacuum. What? You weren't at the same spot. You were, see, play. How can you have this bad of dementia? You weren't in Godridge the whole time. You went to that other city, too. That one right next to you? I forget what it's called, but you weren't at the same place the whole time. You went to that one other place. But you were driving. I mean, I know you got dementia, but you got to tell me which spot you mean. Well, like, you mean where you were walking? I think you were at the same area that time. But when you were driving, you were at different locations. Incel excuses. What? Why do I gotta pay? Players? See, I could tell I'm dealing with some broke WBs right here. Because these mother effers want me to pay the price to go see them. They're not willing to pay the price to come see me. These are bad hostesses. These people cannot afford me. I had that New Yorker guy. He was paying me $500 just for talking with him. And you people over here, I've got to drive to you. I got to beat your ass at your city. You ain't coming to my city. Day 50, still not coming to my city. Day 2 for Theo. Theo ain't rolling up. Damn, a professional liar. Said I was going to go there. You said you were pulling up. Nah, that's incorrect. You said you were coming here. I mean, after you found out where I was, since you said you're coming here, that's when I made sure you knew exactly where to go. How about me, lad? You got 100K to give me? Okay, from today, I'm on the exact same spot. You're defo scared. Are you native? What? Buy your ticket to Madness Loafer. He's a professional crier. His mom and his dad cried too. They are really good. Got your tickets waiting at the photo. Oh. Yeah, you're a crazy player. Day 50, and then I think we're on day 32 of the other one too. Well, you said you're gonna go to 2 different locations, and both of them you lie because I walk past them each day. Yeah, you're an interloper. I know you. You're an interloper. Interloper. Something like that, right? What are you talking about? Okay, we'll see right there. I'm screenshotting this. Screenshot. Let's see. Screenshotted. Led said he's going to roll up. You said London. See, that's how big of a liar you are. You said London, but it was Godrich. You're just a big old liar. Oh, lava? Lofer? We'll play I don't know about a lover, but I am a warrior. So I'm allergic to saying lover. Well, on Jim Cornette playa. And actually, I did say on God. The only way for God to exist is if lead gets up in my face, rolls up. Because if he never rolls up, God never existed. God's fake in my view. So my belief on God is based on lead. I agree. Nah, and I was right, actually. I said he couldn't afford the gas money. And look what happened. That gas money is too big of a hurdle for him to prove God exists. God does not exist based on the Croatians not being able to afford gas money. Somebody, you better open up that Cash App playa, because that's the only way you're getting over here. Now playa, day 50. Remember that, day 50. That's how big of a big old coward you are. Counter peg? What? I'm going there next month, playa. You don't own the town. I dare you to roll up to Stephen Mary's. Watch what happens. $280. I'll show up here. I'll let you live here. I ain't going there, play. It's too damn hot. You're asking freeze for a little bit. It's 90 degrees already here, so. No, I'm not going over there. Way too goddamn hot. 105, that can kiss my butt. I'll go over to Lead's because that's like basically the same as my area, but I ain't going to some island in the middle of the frickin' equator. If I come there, nothing's going to happen. And that's on Jim Cornette. You know what? You're going to remember that forever. When I roll up, I buy the meatball special from Stephen Mary's, and I'll walk back out the victor. Incel excuses? How dare you? Oh, really? You're going to... talking about cannibalism, and now I'm going to be in a sausage. Toe? You mean town? Nah, play. You come up here. Nah, Theo, get your one-way ticket. Get your happy ass up here. You know it's way too goddamn hot down there. You can suffer the 90 degrees. No, playa. You are the biggest virgin. You're like a 80-year-old virgin. Playa, the only bones you're going to break are yours when you try to walk in. We both know you got bad fucking arthritis. Play, you acting like I actually couldn't just slap you once and make you cry. Like, that's how bad it's going to be. I'm going to see a 110-pounder with his little BB gun. I'm going to take his BB gun. I'm going to shove it up his butt. Probably slap him in the face. And then I'll probably talk to his mom a little bit. See what she's up to. See if she's still drinking. If she's still drinking, I'll leave her alone. If she's, stopped being an addict, I'll give her for, a one-way ticket to Pound Town, if you know what I mean. Well, see, I think Let is part Mongolian. He likes doing the R words and eating people. I think he was trying to expose himself. Oh, roll up, Theo. Play, you ain't ready for that. I mean, you're going to get destroyed. I'm going to leave you in a pile. And it's just going to be epic. You're going to kind of look like the Blob. Or Bob. Have you ever watched Aliens vs. Monsters? That blue slime creature? Nah, you ain't going to pounce me, Play. I'm going to pounce you. Now, Play, I'm going back to the cheese account. We have been walking through the safe point, the safe space, because I've been letting you guys talk, but, I don't want to get all these people upset or something, think I'm stalking their house or something. Oh, really, Trevor, from GTA 5? I hear you. You think you got all this imaginational ability when you're torturing humans, do you? Playa, it's just a fact. I'm going to leave you in your own piss, poop, and vomit. And that's on Jim Cornette. What? I love this country so much. Get back up here. You don't know what you're missing out on. But okay, players. We're going to the cheesy account. Bye! Blah, 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 blah.